Welcome to another Gen Con 2017 preview. I'm here with Rulin Nate, with Alan, and we're looking at Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I'm very excited about this one. I mean, everyone loves this movie. It was the best of the Terminator movies, and now hopefully we're getting the best of the Terminator games. So let's hear a little bit about it.
So this is a very specific, when we approached the license, we had a very specific vision for the game. And that vision is that at the start of the movie, you get a tiny glimpse of what the future war against the machine is going to be like. You don't see much of it. And this is the game that allows you to experience what that war is like. This is the final days of the war, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to get John Connor all the way through past the defense line of Skynet Central to be able to get him through, as well as at the same time reprogram a Terminator T800 to be able to send him back in time, protect John Connor, so that the war can actually happen.
Oh, very much like the movie. I love this already. I really love this.
So the game is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game, and the game is meant to be hard. It's a very hard, a difficult game to play, but what war is easy, really, you know, especially against the machines. So that's kind of the brief of one is make something that is difficult.
So I see some painted minis here, some unpainted minis. What do you think you're going to do with the box? Are they going to come unpainted, painted? What is your plan for this?
So this is mostly just prototype at the moment, but the game won't come with painted minis. But the level of detail of minis that you see is very close to what we're getting.
No, that's great. And tell me a little bit of how the game plays, so I understand.
Okay, so unlike a tactical miniatures game, which is what a lot of people might assume this game might be, this is actually taking a little bit more higher level look at the battlefield. So you're seeing a much more sort of grander scale of the kind of the war that's happening. And not only do you see the Skynet Central, so I'll sort of just pull this out a little bit so you can see that Skynet behind the scenes is very industrial and very devastated sort of look to it. So it's a bigger scale look, and it's a little bit more abstract in terms of the sort of type of skirmishes and battles that you see. And what you're trying to do is you're going to be able to issue these commands. These are command dice, and the pips on the dice gives you an idea of, not gives you an idea, it tells you how effective that command is. So a 5-pip dice is very effective, whereas a 1-pip dice is not very effective. So higher the dice pip, the better it is. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to issue commands to be able to fight effectively against the T800s, to push them back. Hopefully there's a tide of war, so you can push them all the way back so that they actually come back out into the reconnaissance mode, basically. So the way the dice works is that during your turn, you're going to be placing these dice from this space into this space to enact its special abilities, and then from this space, taking a different dice and changing the dice pips to gain a permanent ability. So these are perks that all players are able to use during their turn. The trouble is, as you can see, that the life cycle of the dice comes through, and eventually you're going to lose out on more and more of these dice are going to get placed onto the board. So you want to then decide during your turn which of the abilities are you going to lose, so that you can actually place these commands, so that in future turns you've got something to do. So you're going to be adding perks, removing them, and there's a real tension in what you're going to decide to do there.
So it looks like, just like the movie, you have T800, T1000 over there. Does he kind of come in and mess with you?
So that's one of the lose conditions, is if 3 of the, again these are prototype components, but if 3 of the T1000 tokens that you see there, they come out and they permanently block out your key abilities. When that happens, all 3, you immediately lose the game. So that's a really difficult thing. You also lose the game when any of your one color of the soldiers are wiped out, noting that in this game, it's the final days of the war, there are no reinforcements. When you lose a guy, you lose it for good. So when one of the colors are gone, you lose the game as well. If you manage to get John Connor all the way through, and he's at the defense grid, and you cannot successfully hack the system to open the gates, you also lose the game. So there's a lot of loose conditions in this game.
No, this sounds great. I mean, I love this movie. I even love the ride at Universal Studios, and it seems like you have a little bit of both in there.
Yeah.
So, again, this is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This looks exciting, and so I guess hasta la vista, baby, from Gen Con 2017.